how old were you when when y'all got together?
About 18 or 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all a bunch of friends?
Yeah, well, see, it was different groups. You know, back then, groups didn't last too long because they get mad and break up, and you could easily get with another group.
Yeah.
You know, and like when we first started in Macon, Georgia, I was on a group called the was the Clovers. I forget what it was now. I think it was the Clovers, and they let us sing during the intermission, and that's when. See, James Brown was just James, and it wouldn't. I mean,
he wasn't big.
No, the name of the group thing was just the Flames. There wasn't no James Brown and the Flames. What broke it up when he started getting good, and then he wants to add his name first.
Yeah.
And then the Flames, James Brown and the Flames.
And they didn't like that.
Well, it didn't make any difference for me because I wasn't singing all I was on playing drums.
Right.
And
you was playing drums?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, a lot of the guys they didn't go for that.
Yeah.
And another thing about James Brown, you couldn't come to rehearsal with him after he took over the group. You couldn't come to and rehearse dressed any kind of way. You had to dress like you performing on the stage.
For rehearsal?
For rehearsal. And everybody was Mr. Mr. Brown, Mr. Smith, Mr. Brown.
What in the world?
He said he called that respecting one another. That guy was something else. And then when I got mad with him, and I was getting ready, I was living in Macon. I was ready to leave, and this guy, Richard Panama, called himself Little Richard. He needed a drummer. So I did with him. First, I went to school, and no, that was after Little Richard. And I moved to Tallahassee, go to school in Tallahassee.
Okay.
And I was on the first semester at Tallahassee. I went to Miami, and I was with a group down there. They called themselves the Flamingos.
Okay.
And that's where I met. I already known the crazy mama when I was in Tallahassee.
Yeah. So
I went to Miami, and I met her down there again. And things happened. And the little ones started coming up. And then, so I had to settle down. This was a terrible mistake. I should have stayed on the road. If I stayed on the road, I probably would have been a junkie.
Well, thank God you're not a junkie.
Everybody was doing cocaine then.
Yeah.
You had to get the nerve to get up there. But I don't care what people say. You don't never leave your training. Because they said, man, that stuff there would drive make you go crazy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't touch it. Now we would smoke a little, we call it reefer, and you know, whatever to just give you a little, just like taking a drink or something like that. But anything above that, no sir, you couldn't pour it at me, because I be thinking about them ass whooping that Alice Smith.
Yeah.
When he was growing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the main thing you don't touch. And I guess that's what got me through. Because I was wild as a buck rabbit.
What'd you do? What'd you like to do?
See, one thing I learned from James Brown is how to dress.
Okay.
That guy can dress. I'm telling you, he could. And then he had no education. 8th grade. I didn't want no 8th grade, about 6th grade education.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
But he could play every instrument on that band.
What happened to his brother?
Huh?
What happened to his brother?
I don't know what happened to him. You know, so you.
They showed him in the movie?
Yeah, but you remember you
Talking about
you didn't go to the film. That was what me and Tanya and somebody was at the film. Tanya came all the way from Texas to go to James Brown's funeral.
Really? Okay. Oh wow.
And so we left Lorraine's house, and that wasn't too far from Augusta.
Yeah.
And his brother was at the funeral.
His brother was at the funeral?
Yeah, We all sitting in the section. Everybody that was affiliated with him, they had a section down on the main floor for him.
Yeah.
And we